Welcome in, fans. It's the Raceway Recap for June 1st, and we started off with a scary incident from the Mighty Boba 305 Sprint Car Heat Races. Steve Glover, hard shot into the concrete wall in turn number 4. Glover broke a couple of bones and is going to probably take most of the summer to heal up. We wish Glove well. Also part of that incident was Matt Rotz, the winner from May 18th with the CRSA Sprints, who got upside down as well. And in the heat race action, Sid the Kid, Sydney Weatherby, got upside down. So a rough start, and then a rough start in the Sportsman division as well, as Hollywood, Brad Sawyer, making some not-so-Hollywood moves in his heat race. Eldridge & Son Scrap Recycling Street Stocks kicked off feature action, and it was Mr. Smooth, Mark Manutlo, who got out to the early jump from his pole starting position. Remember, this was the first week of the handicap. Later on in the race, Chris Woodard drifts up the hill just a little bit, opens up the door for Jimmy Grant. You can't do that at Canandaigua. Woodard would surrender the runner-up position, but would get his best ever street stock finish at Canandaigua, finishing on the podium. Up front, though, Mr. Smooth, who got out to almost a 4-second lead at the double checkers. He'd have the lead by 3.7 seconds over Jimmy Grant to get his first street stock win of the year, and he'd cash in the Proudy's bounty.
Once I seen the 36, I was trying not to watch the leaderboard, but damn, it's so hard. It's so beautiful and lit up. I really didn't want to see that 36 hit the second, and then I just knew I had to keep hitting my marks. And lap car was consistent the first time around, second time around not so much. So I'm like, here we go, final lap. This is where I get kicked in the nuts, you know. So, but luckily we didn't. And
Sterling Lubricant Sportsman was a dandy, as Casey Coffey and Kennedy Payne would lead the field to green in this 25-lapper, and the Sportsman put on a knockdown, drag-out fight here for the win in this one, as Coffey would take the lead early with the rest of the pack storming down on him here into turns 3 and 4. 3 and 4 wide action, as we have a little bit of trouble here on the opening lap. Justin Lichty with some big damage on the 21J. Sawyer got a piece of that, as did Kevin Ridley. Battle for the race win, and look at this. 4 cars, 4 different lanes being used right now, but it was down to these 4 for the win. Corcoran, Sam Hoxie, Casey Coffey, and the 21 of James Henry. Coming to checkers. Corcoran didn't even know it was the checkered flag, but he hooked the bottom of 3 and 4 to steal the win. He only led right there the last 150 feet.
Oh man, honestly, I thought we still had another lap, so good thing I hit the bottom 3 and 4. Good that last lap. Man, this track was unbelievable. You know, I could go anywhere, and I think Sam got a little nervous with lap traffic, and I found the bottom in 3 and 4. Everyone was running the top, and I said, you know what, I got to try something, and it was awful a long way around up top, and I just hit the bottom in 3 and 4 really good, and man, I'm almost in tears. This is just amazing. After giving away one the last time we were here, it's pretty awesome to get one right back at the line.
Mighty Boba 305 Sprint Cars saw Dylan Paddock try to score his first career win, try to slide job with 9 to go on Daryl Ruggles. Ruggles was having none of it, as Paddock was digging until a yellow flag flew there. Brings us to the final lap. Paddock, one last ditch effort. He's going to go all the way down to the wall and make contact with it right there. Slides up the hill. Ruggles was ready for it. And for Daryl Ruggles, his first win in nearly 2 years, and it's the 48th win for car number 48. And Ruggles' first trip to victory lane since his work accident 2 off seasons ago.
Thank everybody. With a one eye.
In case you missed it, there was a shop accident. Daryl actually lost his right eye, so I think we can safely say we've made it all the way back, haven't we?
We're close. I still feel like I got some work to do on the car, but the big thing is you just got to get comfortable, and I haven't been all year. Tonight I was pretty comfortable. I was pretty happy all day, you know. And I got to thank the fans and the people that have stuck by me. This has been 2 years since I won. I don't even know what it's like here in Victory. It feels like I'm a virgin here, but I'm glad to be back. I'm glad it's my 48th win. And I did say to people that I was going to retire at 48, but No way.
It's been a tough couple of weeks for Pat Ward with the handicap. Would see him and Marcus Dinkins lead the field to green in the Pepsi Big Block Modifieds. As Ward, who got a win at Utica Rome earlier this year, looking for his first here at Canandaigua. Inside the top 5, Peter Britton and Matt Shepard, they had magnets on each other on this night as they would lead each other up through the pack. Britton with those new Pepsi colors. Back up front, Justin Hares took his chance just as the field got the halfway mark, trying to get the lead away from Pat Ward. Couldn't quite do it. Gets one more shot at it here. They make a little bit of contact in turn 2. No harm, no foul. They continue on. Shepard had one last shot in 3 and 4 coming to checkers. Couldn't get it done. Pat Ward gets the win, his 9th career win here at the Land of Legends. And Pat, it's easy to get up on the roof. It's not so easy to get back down, is it, bud?
Unbelievable. What a year we're having with these Bicknell cars. I mean, we get them going good. Obviously, we had motor trouble last week. Started from the pole, sure helped a lot, but I looked down the counter and saw who was behind me. I go, well, if I'm not going good, they're going to blow me away, so I must have been going all right. As a 67-year-old person supposed to be beating up on these guys, I mean, I've obviously been pretty lucky on starting positions, but who knew that with the possibility of Joe getting out of racing at the end of the year that we'd have this kind of a year.
Lloyd's Contracting Hobby Stocks. What a battle for the lead here as Mark Manutlo hooks the bottom of turn 4 to try to get around the 90 of Nate Peckham. He was able to get the job done there, and that is a lead that Manutlo would not give up. On a last lap dash to the checkers, Eldridge with the kick and the keister to Manutlo. But Manutlo would hang on here to 3 and 4. And boy, if he could have seen what was going on behind him, look at this, 3 wide for the runner-up spot. But they'd be all chasing Manutlo in the 25 as he gets the sweep of the night. As Manutlo, for the first time in his career, sweeps the full fenders.
No, I've won at Dundee, then won here, but I've never swept before, and it's a pretty special deal. The first race helped me a ton. Kind of knowing what to do. Definitely changed a lot, but it definitely helped me on where to go. So.
And in the McGuire Ford of Canandaigua New Legend Sportsman, how about Chase Spohr in the Rushco 41S? First career win at the Land of Legends. He gets his first checkered flag and celebrates it in Victory Lane.
I remember I talked to you the very first week you were here. Were you expecting this to happen in like about now, or did you think it would take a while?
Well, I was hoping it would be at some point soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were we thinking after the first couple of weeks?
Just got some small stuff to work out, but once we got that worked out, it seemed pretty good, so yeah.
So what was the biggest difference tonight? What did you do differently that allowed you to not just get the lead, but keep it and win tonight?
Didn't miss the bottom.
And that brings us to this week's Driver of the Week, and so many choices we could have went with. But this week's Driver of the Week for June 1st is going to be the motorized madman, Darrell Ruggles, who made it back from a devastating work injury 2 off seasons ago and gets win 48 of his 305 sprint career at the Land of Legends. Darrell Ruggles, our Driver of the Week for June 1st, and he's now entered to be the Driver of the Month for the month of June. Each Driver of the Month is in the running for our Driver of the Year, which is voted on by the fans. That's this week's Raceway Recap. I'm Stephen Ovens.